You know, you had already had your ups and downs at that point. And it was always searching for, even then, you were always searching for help to keep it going, always. And then in my head, I was worried about you from more of like a paternal or big brother perspective. Just doing something simultaneously so you didn't fall on your face coming out of racing. And that's when we talked about, that's really where we kickstarted just all the beginning ideas.
Yeah, I remember, I think it must have been you that gave me like a Gary Semick's book.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Because we were like, all right, we're going to do a class. We scheduled one at Stelinus's. I think I'd done one-on-one training with Damien and some light one-on-one training at like Rocky Hill in Moto Town.
Yeah.
But then the first official class, I remember we were like, okay, we're going to do it at Stelinus's. I was so worried about trying to get people to sign up. I mean, it was basically you just got people to show up. And you gave me I'm like, well, what do I teach? And so you just gave me a book from Gary Semick's, and I was like trying to read through this book and figure out what my curriculum was going to be. And then, did Stelinus's have come first or MX23?
23. We did 2 at MX23 right out of the chute. And we went through the first one and we were like, that was pretty good. And then we just put a structure to it at that point. It was actually, after the first one was what we really landed on as a structure. It's still foundationally
exactly the same.
It's very similar.
That. Yeah, we just basically kind of put some things together, and then like logically, I'm like, okay, well, this is the order of which it would make sense. And from what I remember, that structure is basically exactly how we do it today.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
It is.
And I remember, so Rob Father would show up. He'd be the fluffer. I was terrified once I got rolling, I was fine, I think, from what I remember. But like to open up the class, I didn't know really how to talk to the group of people or what to say.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then it just became real organic too.
And now you can't even get a word in.
No, you just don't shut up. It's just crazy.
Yeah, it's hard for me to add anything in sometimes because you go over anything or anything and everything to do with that topic. And then you look at me and you go, Coach James, anything you want to add? And I'm just like,
gotta leave you stuff when I do that.
Leave me little gems.
Yeah, just gotta leave you some.
I'm always have something to say, so you never ever asked me, but I typically always have something to say. So, but you know, I think for you it was good because, and even the students, because it's like you don't know what to expect at that point. They're coming into it, and I think one of the best things about that, certainly early on, and now you can kind of see it, is, you know, you coach in a relatable way, which engages the students way better, you know, from that perspective. And, you know,
I got some interesting feedback today.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd like to hear it.
Okay.
Off camera. You'd like to hear it off.
Okay. Thanks for sharing it on camera.
Good. Is it something you can't say on camera?
They've done classes before with some people that we know, and the feedback was just, they were to the point where they weren't going to do another class ever again because they just thought it was a waste of money and time.
All right, so I heard the same thing.
And they said they were gifted this class from somebody, which is the only reason they did it.
Yeah.
And they were so blown away.
Yeah.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's good. So, I mean, the part of it is being relatable to the students, and of course that holds the instructor accountable, right? Which, you know, in the beginning we didn't really have a feel for it, but it was the classes were always small.
Yep.
I don't think we did anything over 20. Not for a while.
Definitely not. I think it was more like probably 7 to 10.
Right? The first one was 12.
Yeah. Really?
It was somewhere around there. Yeah. Yeah. But you know, it's funny to see how foundationally a lot of things are the same, but then how the academy has kind of evolved into something much different, and it really has its own identity at this point. It really does. And I know the racing thing is obviously it's a part of it. It brings awareness to the brand. It allows the fans that aren't doing the classes and maybe aren't in the app to get connected to each one of you. I don't know how many times have you, I mean, especially over the past 12 months, your life has probably changed significantly
Me?
And mostly
Yeah.
driver
Oh, yeah.
Jamie's.
As far as
Mostly driver Jamie.
Yeah.
Dude, did
Shout out
you?
driver
Yeah,
Jamie.
driver
shout out
Jamie
Jamie.
is
Did you
watching this right
see
now.
When
Shout out
he
driver
signed
Jamie.
that hat
was he happy?
at
Oh,
MetLife,
yeah.
and the only other signature was Mitch Payton?
Really?
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Oh my!
If you guys enjoyed this podcast clip and you want to listen to full episodes, go download them. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and I think that's it. Go download them there. Give them a listen. If you want to watch full episodes, which I tell you what, it's even better to do that, go to club.themotoacademy.com because Moto Academy subscribers inside of the app have exclusive access to watch the entire episodes. And not only that, the subscribers actually can send in their questions to be answered on the podcast as well. Club.themotoacademy.com. Go subscribe.